Hello and welcome to my first Game Spotlight video. Game Spotlight is a series of videos I plan on making that give my first impressions of a game. Kind of like what WTF is that Turtle Biscuit makes, or Let's Look At that Northern Lion makes. So for my first video, I'm going to be starting off with Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, which just came out earlier this week. This is a sequel to the original Sniper Ghost Warrior and is made by City Interactive. So, as the name of the game suggests, you play a sniper in it. More precisely, if you took all the sniper and stealth sections from Call of Duty and all the other FPSs and made a game out of them, this is what you'll get. Basically, sneaking around in different locations in a ghillie suit, silently taking enemies out with a sniper rifle. The first Sniper Ghost Warrior got mixed reviews from critics, most praising the visuals and the sniping mechanics, but the levels were aggressively linear and had unforgiving AI. This turned the original into a kind of a meh game, something you could forget about. And as the sequel was being developed, we could see the precursors of this being the same sort of game. It was delayed 3 times, first being slated for an August 2012 release, it got pushed back to October the same year, then to January 2013, and then to its actual release date of March the 12th. Even before it was released, the odds were stacking up against it. And now the sequel is here, and we can see that it suffers from some of the problems that plagued the original, but it's been noticeably improved. From what I've noticed, they've improved the AI, though a couple times all the enemies in the area would zoom in on my location once one of them has seen me for a split second. And the other major complaint, the level linearity, is still very much here though. Normally I don't mind linear games, as they give you a set objective to do, and no messing around with side missions that can get distracting. But here, it makes the worst crime of all, taking control away from the player. The game grabs the controls from the player and forces you to look at something or move in a certain way. I don't know how we can have games that do linear gaming so well, like Half-Life, and still get stuff like this. Luckily this hasn't happened a lot from what I play, but then again, I've only played the first 2 missions. I'm not saying this is a bad game at all though. The game still looks amazing running on the CryEngine, and it's also very well optimized, but I think that's due more to the CryEngine, not the developers. Its sniping mechanics are still spot on as well, with the rifles firing with a good weight and recoil. From what I've played so far, this game ends up being better than the original in my mind. I mean, it's nowhere near a perfect game, there are still some bugs in it, but these didn't really detract from the game at all. I'm still having a lot of fun playing through this. I wouldn't recommend picking this up for full price, but if it happens to be on sale one day and you have the money, by all means buy it. So that's it, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment, as this is the only way I can gauge your response to the video. I plan on making more of these videos in the future as games come out, I guess. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and goodbye.